Murphy, a political hack, a traitor, appointed by Donald Trump to lead the General Services Administration, the GSA. What has Emily done? Rooftop sex parties. Emily was A-OK with alcohol ragers and rooftop sex parties at taxpayer expense at her government office. Swamp monster. Emily Murphy worked with Trump to prevent the FBI from moving its D.C. office space to help the Trump Hotel across the street. Oh! She tried covering it up to Congress.
Was the president or anyone at the White House involved in those discussions?
Sir, to my knowledge, this direction that we got came from the FBI.
We now know, in fact, that the president ordered this decision, which has the effect of benefiting his hotel and his own financial bottom line.
Sedition. And now Emily Murphy created chaos by unlawfully refusing to sign paperwork to permit a smooth transition to President-elect Biden, placing our lives at risk.
What do you see as the biggest threat to your transition right now, given President Trump's unprecedented attempt to obstruct and delay a smooth transfer of power?
More people may die.
Emily Murphy is a national disgrace. Tell Emily Murphy to sign the transition papers now. Midas Touch is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Sign the papers now, Emily. Sign the papers. Papers? Papers. Sign them. Can you believe that a hack at the GSA who literally lied to Congress about the FBI building, Trump doesn't want the FBI building moved because if it moves to the far-flung area of Virginia, it would hurt his business at his hotel. The sex parties. Did you hear the reference to that really did happen? There was a former deputy at GSA who was, he had alcohol in his office. He had some women in his office. They went up to the rooftop. They would have, alcohol ragers. Apparently, he liked oral sex on the rooftop. Is what he did, and she knew all about. So, sign the papers, Emily. It's just so interesting how the majority of America is good and decent and fair and wise, and one miscreant, one loser liar, one sycophant can cause so much death because she will not ascertain that Biden is entitled to these briefings on where the supplies are. Wow. Rich in Denver.
Hey, my queen.
Hey,
awesome
my
show
supplicant.
As always.
Thank you.
Your awesome show as always. You're fantastic. I love you. I was Randy. I was positing the question to Brett and this Emily Murphy. Could somebody put a bee in her bonnet that, you better put pen to paper and sign the papers, or you're going to be facing some jail time and some you'll get hauled up on prosecution if you don't. Of course, if she reverses course and then signs the papers, idiot boy will fire her and put somebody else.
Of course, he'll fire her.
But is there legal? Would you think there would be, just to put it in the back of her head that basically, my career is already in the toilet. It's crashing and burning. No one's ever going to hire me again, and now I could face jail time or prosecution. I mean, is that? Because I'll bet you my life on this, Randy. Like you said, he'll burn all the medical stuff, all the PPE going out the door. He will burn it literally. I guarantee you, he will destroy all of the PPE just as a thumb in the eye of every single decent and good American and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I wouldn't put anything past this effing guy.
Well, see, that's the thing. I wouldn't either. I really wouldn't either. And when he was talking about last Thursday, can I bomb Iran? Can I bomb Iran?
Right.
You know what I mean? He wants to set fire to the world. There's no question. And the only thing that we got going for us are some people inside who have to execute on these things will say no. Unfortunately, Emily Murphy is not one of them. And I told you, they put this guy who came from the White House counsel's office, they moved him over to GSA. He is giving her the legal advice not to
The
sign.
lawyer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So we're being held hostage and the country is getting sicker. New York City schools just closed because positivity rates are over 3% there. You got Oregon having to shut down. You've got Wisconsin, Michigan. The whole Midwest is eaten up with COVID.
Oh,
Nurses,
here in Colorado,
doctors.
we're in the red.
Yeah. So, all this is going on. And the president is MIA, won't talk to anybody, won't give anybody, won't do anything to transition smoothly, won't do anything except continually bring lawsuits. That's what that's all he's focused on. And his lawyers, his Giuliani's and his Laxalts and his guy over at GSA, they're all impediments to America. I mean, they're the most anti-democratic people that could possibly ever come down the pike. They are servants of a man and not a constitution. They don't believe in America. They don't believe in democracy. They don't believe in the people's right to live. Like I said, don't ever tell me that party is the Right to Life party. Really, don't ever. Just spare me, because I'll ever say, you ever bring this up to me again, and I'm going to say two things to you. I'm going to say COVID, and I'm having an abortion right freaking now. Deal with it. Right. Mary in Michigan.
Hi, Randy. How are you?
Hey, how's Michigan?
Oh, it's really beautiful today, actually. We're doing better than 28 in the morning. Listen, hon, I wanted to ask you, how can Trump even think of running for president as an impeached person? Do you know legally? You?
Yes, he can run, but first of all, he's the first impeached president ever to lose a second term or to run for president. Think about it. You just answered your own question, right? He ran for president for a second time as an impeached president. So,
oh my gosh, yes, you're right.
See? But here's the thing. If he's in jail in that type of government housing, he will not be able to run for president. Now, the reason why they're all kowtowing to him right now is because he's not going to be in jail immediately. And they got an election in Georgia that's going to determine whether or not Mitch is a minority leader, which he ought to be, and whether or not Lindsey is just another member on the Judiciary Committee, or if he's the chairman. And that's the game they're playing.
Ah, thank you. That really clarifies things.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. It's going to take, look, the stuff that's going on in New York, the criminal stuff, that's happening at Cyrus Vance's office. I got questions, okay, about the effectiveness of Cyrus Vance. Just saying. I got like two words, Harvey Weinstein. You know what I mean? Look it up. And then Letitia James, those are civil suits. Those are monetary fines. So it's going to take a while. Hey, everybody. This is a clip from the latest episode of The Randi Rhodes Show. If you want the full episode, you can watch live on Free Speech TV, Dish Channel 9415, DirecTV 348, Sling, Roku, and Apple TV.